Joined by member of the Knesset for the United Torah Judaism Party, Mr. Moshe Roth. Good morning to you. You're also a member of the Foreign Affairs, Defense and Health Committees, I'd like to point out as well. We've just heard the IDF giving an update with regards to the situation on both the northern and the southern fronts, evidently very invested in the fact that this is now a full-on wartime scenario. The Security Cabinet also set to meet this evening at 8 p.m. local time. How will the government now be moving over to handling the war?
Good morning to you, to all your listeners. We do hope for the best. I hope this to be a good day, a good morning. It is very trying times for us. To your question, actually, all the preparations for this operation has taken into account the possibility of having a northern front that will be active. We do hope that the Hezbollah will restrain themselves because they are going for a situation where they will totally be annihilated. There's no other possibility for us. In the north, many villages have been evacuated already. We are prepared, fully prepared. The army is prepared. The home front is prepared. But we do hope we don't have to get to that. But if we do, God forbid, have another front, we will be able to handle it.
Are you satisfied with the forming of what has come out as the emergency unity government? I'd like to remind the viewers that a lot of the criticism over the past couple of months, even prior to the war with Hamas, was on the coalition, but more specifically the more far-right members of the coalition in terms of those parties. United Torah Judaism, as well as the Shas party, has long been part of the government. What stance does your party take with regards to the formation of a unity party, a national unity emergency government, and also with regards to how you plan on moving forward with the war effort?
To your first question, let me tell you something, a very important thing to all listeners. The most important thing that we have, the best ammunition we have is our unity. We are at the moment unified. This is the most important thing. There's nothing more important than that. So to be unified means to be unified in the government, to be unified out in the street, and to be unified in the Knesset. I'm sitting together with other Knesset members who are on the far left, and we work together totally, brother, sister, together. There's no difference whatsoever. You would never know the difference. You would walk into the Knesset today. You would never know who is part of the coalition, who is part of the position, who is on the right, who is on the left. And the same is in the streets. There are tens of thousands of volunteers from the religious community who are working together with the non-religious community, together on the front and on all parts. Men, women, and children are together today with one goal in mind, and that is to bring peace back to our country. So there's nothing else on the agenda. That is to your first question. And going forward, the same. Going forward, we are full with the army, full with the government, and whatever has to be done should be done.
And if I may just ask you one final question. Yuli Edelstein, a member of the Knesset for the Likud party, has said that as part of the protocols, there will be a thorough investigation as to who exactly was at fault for what is being deemed a major screw-up with regards to both the intelligence and the government failures. I understand that there will be a time for reckoning, but where do you stand, or what exactly do you have to respond to the fact that at some point blame will be placed and likely fall on many of your coalition partners?
There is nothing that should be kept back from the public or from any kind of inquiries about who is to blame. That is very important. What's more important is that nothing should be focused now, when everything that has to do with blame should wait till the end of this operation, until we bring back the peace to the land, and only then should we sit down and find not only who is to blame, but what social part was to blame, and which part of government or judicial has to be changed. But all of that should wait after the operation.
Member of Knesset for the United Torah Judaism Party, Mr. Moshe Roth, I want to thank you so very much for taking the time to join me here on the i24 News Desk this morning.